What's your message?
Doing well by doing good.
What does that mean?
It means, to me, to set an example, not only for my children, but for my employees. There's nothing more important to me than seeing people grow. And, the first thought is always your children. But next is your teammates. And I found that gifts don't work. Gifts spoil people. But if they can really earn it and be really proud of it and do things that are in a socially responsible way, which is what we try to do, everything we try to do. And we also try to do things in a green, and we call it in a green manner, and that's called triple bottom line investing or returns. And we just won a national award for that, our small little company. And what we've done is we've transitioned, I'll give you an example, Jeff, from doing workforce apartments and that's for families with workforce incomes, which are school teachers, nurses, public employees, to now my son Noah leads in doing that in the senior arena, and there's no place better than Dallas to be the start of that. I mean, Dallas is the most dynamic market in the country, I think. And while I live in San Francisco and have since 1965, since 1999, down in Deep Ellum, we converted an old cotton manufacturing facility to lofts. We put a company apartment there, and taking that a step further, instead of joining the Tiger 21 chapter, and they have chapters all around the country and now around the world, in San Francisco, I joined it in Dallas. And it's just a dynamic market for new innovation. People are accepting, and we're doing a high-rise. Another example of this, downtown Dallas, that was vacant for 7 years. It's the old First National Bank building, and it was a disaster, frankly. And here it's the very heart and soul of downtown. This 1.5 million square foot building was just empty, and so it was dead with JR. And if you remember the series Dallas, that's where he was shot. So my message is doing well by doing good, trying to have an impact that goes beyond just investments and returns. And so it's really funny because for our investors, our primary investors have been New York Life, TIA CREF, now it's TIA, which is the largest teachers' pension fund in the world, and others like Bank of America's Social Responsibility and that. And we went in under their socially responsible bucket to do apartments. And lo and behold, our investments, where we do free after-school tutoring and things like that, it kept people in our apartments. It increased our cash flows. It was a wonderful thing. It wasn't like jamming the rents like most of my competitors do. It was getting people to stay and have a reasonable rent and a good environment. In free after-school tutoring, what better thing is there? So, lo and behold, as I started to say, Jeff, that formula enabled us to be their most successful sponsor. So our returns, we've averaged 26% returns, which is way higher than the industry average. And actually, it'd be even higher than that if you were to take out some things that we were forced to sell when some of our institutional investors had a liquidity crisis, their own, back in the RTC cycle. Not the RTC cycle, I'm sorry, back in the 2008 meltdown.
Yes.
So that's doing well by doing good is many dimensions. If you could set the example for your children, for your employees, I've made many millionaires that have worked for me. And I think the thing I'm most proud of is not the money they've made, but how they've given back to their communities. And Dallas is a great community to give back to. And we're already talking to Heart Association people here about doing charity events at our high rise. And we have a ballroom that'll handle 1,000 people. And it's a perfect venue for it. And Sharon Lieber, she's in charge of the art. she's going to make our property, she's going to help make it a magnet for, we think, for downtown. So instead of being just a white elephant, it'll be with the Thompson Hotel that's going in there, which is the finest boutique hotel in the country right now. We think it'll be just a real spark plug for all of Dallas. We'll create so many jobs. It's unbelievable.